先问他
讲话比较条理。
这样是吗 ？OK，Andy， I will ask you first then. OK， 各位朋友你好，我现在很高兴，我现在这个小林跟 Andy 他们在挪威。正在旅行，所以我找到他们，他们愿意跟大家见个面，分享一下他们的那 Camino 的经验。那因为他们的故事我昨天已经录过了，那我也不多占他们的时间。还有呢，就是今天这个因为我这个翻译的话会花很多时间，所以说我会把翻译写在那个 video 的下面，或者我如果会弄的话，我就弄那个字幕 ，OK， 不行的话就在 video 下面，所以我就不做这个及时的翻译 ，OK。那现在我们非常感谢他们愿意花几分钟来跟我们分享一下。那我现在就是有4个比较简单的问题要问他们，然后看他们要跟我们说些什么。好，Okay, so the first question. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
Okay, you go first. Okay, so our friends would love to hear your revelations, your experience, your gifts, your advice, and whatever wonderful memories you have on the Camino. So the first question is that what are your most memorable moments throughout all these Caminos you walked?
Okay, all of them. Let's see. Well, I would say definitely meeting Xiaoling would be my most memorable. And I remember falling in love, you know.
It's wonderful. How long did it take you to realize that?
You know, it happened fast. It happened very fast. We were walking down a hill. I don't remember the town. I almost want to say to Astorga, you know. So there's a hill, I remember. Okay, I remember where it was. It was the Cruz del Ferro or something like that, where everybody puts their stone on at the bottom of the cross. Everybody puts a stone there. And I remember, I think we were walking down after that, whatever that was, whatever town that was. And it was just the evening time. It was afternoon, and Xiaoling and we used to walk late into the afternoon. So we'd been walking together every day. Like, we started the Camino at the beginning, and we were running into each other kind of some days. And before too long, we were walking together every day and, you know, having a good time. And that was fun because, you know, I was walking with a woman, and I walked with many times before, and it's kind of lonely many times. But this time it was fun because it was different. I was walking with somebody. I had somebody to have dinner with, and easy to talk to, and just having a good time with that. And so then before you knew it, we were walking together every day, you know, and then right around on the night that is on like exactly the halfway point. It's like within 1 kilometer of halfway. I don't remember if it's over or under, but it's halfway. I got really, really sick, and I thought I was going to die. I was so sick. I was shivering so much at night.
So what happened to you? You had a high fever that day, right? Charlie told me yesterday.
Yes, I had like a high fever, and when I was in the bottom, I was in the bottom bunk, and Xiaoling was sleeping in the bunk next to me, and then there was somebody else on top of me. And I felt so bad because I was shaking so much that you know, just shivering, you know, and I really thought I was going to die. You know, I thought this could be it. I could really die tonight. You know, it was very, very bad.
And you didn't know what happened, how it caused you, how did it happen? You don't.
You know what? I went back and looked at it. Somebody else had gotten sick at that albergue as well, and I heard of another person who had gotten sick. So we all pieced together. We stayed at the same albergue the night before that place. And you know what? I ate some cheese off of the counter, and the only thing I'm guessing
the cheese. Oh my goodness!
We ate some bad cheese. You know, somebody left some cheese on the counter, and I shouldn't have eaten it. You know, and it's not that.
Don't eat the cheese on the counter. Okay, rats may have been there.
That's possible, and who knows where the cheese is? It's that kind of stinky cheese that, you know, they leave around for years. I don't know how they ferment. You know, it has that really smell to it. I don't know how they've processed it, but it's not like the kind that comes right out of the cow, and it's fresh cheese. Okay. And anyhow, I just pieced together and I thought, you know what? If I had to guess, I got sick off that cheese, you know. I don't know. I wasn't around the other people who got sick enough. I did meet one of the girls who was really sick also in that same albergue the next night. So we got behind schedule, and I had kind of a schedule to get back to America. I only had like I had to walk the whole thing in like 34 days. So we were kind of walking pretty fast. Yeah, it was pretty tight. Maybe I had 36, but I had a few extra days, but at that point I didn't have any extra days. So I got a little bit behind there, and we had meant to go like 30, like 34. No. I don't know. We had meant to go like 10 kilometers farther. So I think it would have been like a 27 kilometer day or something. We only went about 17 because it's that long stretch that brings you 17 kilometers where there's like no water, and everybody knows about this. It's on the Meseta, and it's that stretch, and it brings you to this little town, and that's where I got sick. And on that day, Xiaoling was sending her bag, and I was carrying everything up to that point, so we weren't really walking together. But that day changed that, and that day I said, you know, Xiaoling, maybe I could send some of my things with you, you know. So I had never done that. To me, it was kind of like, you know, you have to carry everything if you're going to walk the Camino.
The macho thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was just that. And I just said, you know what, forget that. Let's just have a good time, you know, because I'd done a lot of walking before. And, you know, I think Xiaoling told you I'd walked the Pacific Crest Trail. I heard her say that when she was talking to you yesterday. You know, and, you know, I had all that, you know, earn your rights kind of thing. And I just, you know, forget that. Just have fun. Just walk, you know.
Yes.
And we were enjoying our time together. But
that's a transformation. That's one of the transformations.
And it was fast. That was definitely a transformation. Yeah. It was just like, you know what, just enjoy it. And that's the way we're walking in Norway. We're going to leave in about 3 days walking on another Camino here. And, you know, we want to walk the whole way, but if our health isn't good enough, then we'll maybe take a bus if we have to, you know.
That's great. Wonderful.
You know, but we do want to walk the whole way. It's something. It's fun to like piece all the things and to understand. You understand the land a little different if you walk the whole path. I think you just have a connected feel to it. But when you start putting in a car, it doesn't feel the same. So we do want to walk the whole way, but maybe not.
Okay.
But anyway, where
your most memorable moments was like when you were sick or when you were walking? I mean,
no, I say all that to say, okay, how we fell in love. Okay, so how I fell in love with her. So now we are committed to walking every day together, and you know, probably about a week after that. So we had been walking together for probably like a week before that, maybe 2 weeks before that. We were walking together, and we were just really walking together almost all the time anyway at that point. But then now when we're shipping our stuff together, now we're committed. We're walking together.
Right. Yes, you know, that's a gift.
That was change. That was a change. That was a commitment to walk together. I said, you know, could I send my things with you? And she said, yeah, sure. You know. And then so about a week after that, we were walking down from the cross, and I looked. This is where I fell in love. I realized that I just knew in an instant. I knew that I just had feelings for her. And so she was walking down. The sun was just like, I don't know if I'm using the right word, idyllic.
Yes.
I know you've done a lot of studying. I mean, it's like ideal. It was just, the whole walk was really just sweet. You know, it had like, I said to Xiaoling earlier, I said it was kind of dreamlike, you know, just the whole thing was just, because it had romance in it. And, you know, I'd never had that in all my walks before. But we're walking down that hill, and I turned around. The sun was going down, so it had that soft, warm sunlight and just a warm breeze. And I looked back, and Xiaoling had her big hat on. I don't know if you have it here. Somewhere in the room here. Oh, there it is, in her backpack there. So she had her hat on, and it's, you know, covering her eyes. She's walking, her head is swaying back and forth, and her arm is, you know, swinging free. And I just looked at her, and I let her walk all the way down the trail to me, and we just looked at each other, and all I really remember saying is the first thing I remember saying is one of two things. I either said, I think I'm getting feelings for you, or I think I love you.
You said that? You said that in a moment.
One of those two things. Do you remember? Do you remember?
No, I forgot. I'm sorry.
She didn't tell me yesterday. She did not.
Yeah,
I don't know. She insisted you extend your ticket because you were, I don't know, you didn't do anything. Yes. You didn't initiate anything.
So that would have probably been like another week on top of this. You know, I extended my ticket. That's in a town. I think you walk. I don't know how familiar you are with the Camino Frances, but Sarria.
Not at all.
Yeah, well, Sarria is kind of so where I extended the ticket is kind of where everybody starts their last 100 kilometers. I think it's like 110 or 112 kilometers out of Santiago. It's kind of like, that's where I extended my ticket there. And that had a whole nother idyllic feeling. That was like another memorable stretch. So now we were into Sarria, and the weather had just been like dreamlike perfect up until that point. Like just like it was fall. But everybody
where you love, like, everything's perfect.
What? You know, I mean, I'm sure there was that too. But people did say this is like the warmest fall in the warmest October in history in the last 60 years. I think people were saying this is the warmest October in the last 60 years. So it was just a beautiful October. It really was. It was, you know, we had experiences. I mean, so yeah, another memorable experience would be just that last week. The last week changed. It was raining every day. You know, that didn't dampen anything. You know, we were in love, you know.
You already warmed up.
Yeah, it was just like, you know what, this is beautiful. The fall is here. The clouds are very sharp and the air was crisp. And, you know, there was only really one day where it really, really rained hard. I mean, it was blowing in our face. Other than that, it was raining like a lot of the day. But, you know, we would get moments of clarity and it would clear up and you'd see the clouds with the dark clouds with the silver lining, you know, you would see that with the sun. It was just a beautiful time of year. So that would be another memorable thing, is just walking that last week of just the feeling of winter coming, you know, but the walk is coming to an end and the year is coming to an end. And, you know, it just has that feeling like, oh no, we're not going to be walking together soon, you know. So it had a feeling of finality to it too, that had a little bit of a melancholy feel to it, you know. But that was definitely a memorable, I would say, falling in love with Charlene when she came down that mountain would be one memorable experience. And that last week of just the feeling of finality with the drama of the weather coming in Galicia.
So wonderful.
I did have another one I was thinking of here while we were talking. Can't remember what it is right now.
Well, maybe when she speaks, you'll remember.
Okay. Yeah.
But you did put tears in her eyes, I noticed. 小雷，你刚刚有流点眼泪，是不是啊？
对呀，因为
太感动了。
我没有想到，对，他还记这么多，很多事情我都已经忘记了。他的印象深刻，我脑子不是很好。他一讲我就想起来一点点，对，我没有想到他记这么多。谢谢，我只能说，感谢主吧。
感谢主是。
对呀，这很多事情我。
所以你最记得、你印象最深刻的是什么时候呢？
那时候在这个我们走到一个森林里，好像最后一个30几公里，然后那个森林，然后打雷，thunder，然后就有一棵小树就倒掉了，然后就这样咣一声，我就觉得这是什么？好可怕！就是打雷在森林里面，就是觉得会有一点怕怕。然后他说这个是一个 映照，因为我们刚刚有在祷告，希望就是说让我们的感情能够持续下去。好，然后就刚好又打了雷，然后就那个书又倒，然后他就跑去那个地方一直看，我一定要记得这个地方，这是我们刚刚有一起祷告的地方，对，说，对，然后。因为我英文不好，但是我们台湾人大部分都听得懂，只是不会讲，要凑起来我就不太会讲这样。但是他讲什么，大部分猜个几成吧，偶尔猜不到。对，
所以你们最记得的时候都是最爱的时候。是那种
是，还有就是一些路上遇到的事情，但你判别一个人，就是适不适合，个性是不是适合相处，就是在路上遇到问题，然后解决的方式才能够认识这个人。不见得我们的做的决定都是最好的，但是呢，他遇到问题的时候的那个感觉，你当下可以看得出来这个人的思维跟你是不是适合这样。对。
Yeah, she really enjoys the problem solving discussions with you, I guess. The way you communicate, the way you handle things, the way you she told me yesterday, okay, the way you settle down your differences and jointly reach a solution. Which is not something she was used to with her previous relationship, because I guess it's a more like a male chauvinist society, so it's kind of difficult. But the respect and the composure, the high EQ from you, that she really remembered that. She told me yesterday.
Okay, yeah, we might not agree with something, but, we just, we always just say, no matter what, I still love you.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Yeah. 因为我们没有，经济上都不是说很有钱的。然后呢，我也喜欢他，蛮节省的那一方面。然后他也蛮喜欢我，只有一个面包，那个他们那个长棍面包，然后我挖个奶油就可以边走边吃，然后或者是我们都喜欢买那个比较便宜，然后 CP 值又很高的，对，又好吃的水果啊，这样就是很享受在低消费又可以那种很享受的感觉。然后我也后来我真的是蛮喜欢他这一点的，不会很虚夸，然后以前的我也是，就难免爱漂亮啊什么的，然后现在就比较朴实，越来越懂得朴实。走了 Camino 以后，丢掉的东西
该丢的丢了，
就是用完了就不要再买了，就这样子，就不需要再继续花费太多这样。
Yeah, she said she really appreciates the honesty, the way you're so true to yourself and you don't just try to show off and that kind of thing. So
okay.
And you both have very similar value to towards things financially.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So that's very important.
We do.
Yes.
Sure.
That helps.
And then there's something inside of people that I think is just love, that where people are meant for each other, that I don't understand the design of. I don't know if anybody really does, And I would say that we are meant for each other because like I was saying just a minute ago, that no matter what, I love you,
Yes. 无论发生什么事情，我都爱你。这句话多棒啊！真是太羡慕你了。Okay.
But that's really a gift because and I think of that as a gift from God because you know, I've been thinking, you know, since I've known Xiaoling, that could I say that to another woman? You know, like, would there be another woman in my that would be in my life that God would have for me? And I really, really feel that no matter what, I love you. I don't know. You know, I don't think so. I know. I don't know if there's another woman. I don't really know. But is there? I think if there was, it wouldn't be very many. You know, I think. You know, so there's a love that is. I think it's from God.
It is. It is so unconditional. It's just divine.
I think it is. I think it is divine. I really do. It's so, you know, I mean, I think we just fell into each other. The whole thing was just perfect. We met on like the end of my first day, the end of her second day. If one of us had begun on a different day, if I had begun one day earlier, I probably would have just walked past her. I don't know, but we did. We ended up at that first dinner table at Roncesvalles, and you know, I was so tired that day. Got done traveling from the U.S. and train and a bus to get there, and then walked that huge day over the mountains.
And you were lost. I heard that you were lost the first day or something. That's why you were delayed.
No, it's delayed probably because it's a big day. Really, it's walking from Saint Jean Pied de Port, and lost. I mean, it's not like a scary kind of lost. I mean, I have been a little bit scary lost in two different times in California.
In California,
but this wasn't really like a scary kind of loss. This was a lost kind of like I missed the main trail, you know. And people warn you there, if you miss this trail, you're going down this other way, and it's very dangerous. You can slip, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, and it is. If you go slow, my legs were so tired they were shaking, you know, because I was a little out of shape, and it's the first day, and it's a big day, you know.
Yeah.
And I can see how you could easily slip. And I remember Xiaoling yesterday, she was telling you that I met a girl and physical therapy, and it's very easy to miss this way. So I knew I was going down this kind of shortcut way to the albergue it brings you to. And this lady had slipped and fallen on a rock with her, and landed on a rock with her elbow. And
oh my goodness!
As she described it, she shattered her elbow. So she was there in physical therapy, and I was there because I had an injury from work where I tore my bicep tendon. Yeah, the tendon on the bicep. So that's why I was in the physical therapy. And she was there. We were both doing the little arm exercise. Why are you here? And what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to the Camino de Santiago. Oh, really? I was just there. That's, you know, so that's how that conversation started. And
yeah.
She said she couldn't wait to get back. You know, she's going to go back the next year.
But it seems like after going through all this and receiving the wonderful gift of life, it's like these so-called misfortune, little things, you know, on the road, they are actually a gift. Isn't that amazing? Or like it by design or something.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, I couldn't design it. I mean, it's like the perfect walk. We met on the first day, and then we had the little, you know, crossing each other for the first week, and we were seeing each other like most days, but there were a few that we didn't. I got a little ahead, but I took a day off, and so then she
were so sick. Oh, that's so wonderful to be so sick.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, this is taking us to the second question.
Well, wait a minute. I do remember.
Oh, you remember? All right. Okay.
We do have the day before I got sick there. You know, yeah, there must have been some feelings before that when I said I fell in love with her or whatever, or I'm getting feelings for you. We had like 2 back-to-back days right before I got sick. Yes. One of them we were laying together just in hay and looking up at the sky and the warm breeze. So, you know, you have the dream come true of laying on a haystack, you know,
Yeah.
with somebody who you, you know, I don't know if I would say I loved her at that point, but, you know, I mean, I definitely
liked her very much.
Yeah, I liked her very much and thought she's a very beautiful woman. I thought, wow, I'm laying on a haystack next to a beautiful woman. And we're talking about just, on this exciting walk far away from home. And, you know, it just had a romantic feel to it, you know, so. And then the next day, there's like this, the day that I got sick, actually, I had a moment. I was a little sick that morning, but I had I'm sorry.
Maybe this one.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this one.
Yeah, sure. That's probably better. Yeah. I had a moment where, you know, I wasn't so sick that day. But even being sick on that day, I think it helped because, you know, she massaged my arm or whatever, comforted me, you know, I wasn't feeling good. But we were laying under this tree and it was hot. It was quite hot. It was October, but it was a hot October. And it was on the Meseta, and there's like these huge farm fields. And there's just this one tree, you know, that's like big enough to lay under. So we laid under that tree there, and it had a very romantic feel to it there too. So,
Yes.
So those were just two other very memorable experiences that, you know, before I really realized or told her that, you know, I think I love you or I'm getting feelings for you. I don't remember what I said. It was one of those. But those were kind of like the two pointed memories of romance that I just remember.
That's wonderful. The most memorable moments are the most romantic moments, and all surrounded with love and joy and companionship. It's like, you know, I think she remembers that. When you mentioned it, she remembered the haystack, you know, thing. I mean, I look at her, she's like, she remembered it, right? 你记得那个你们躺在稻草上面啊？
对，还有一棵很漂亮的树，对，然后对，感觉啦，因为我觉得我的人生我都不知道要 relax， 它可以好像很容易啊，这里躺一下啊，那里躺一下，我觉得这种地方可以躺吗？躺了你不会全身痒吗？好，就是想太多了，爱干净的洁癖也不是很洁癖，就是没有办法接受大自然给的那种礼物，你可以享受大自然的感觉。后来真的你躺下来放松，还真的觉得它很舒服，很舒服的感觉。
Yeah, she said you brought her the gift of the nature and you taught her how to relax.
我觉得台湾人真的，我不晓得我自己很不容易放松，即便觉得说我现在躺着，等一下，可以走吗？
亚洲社会比较紧张。
就觉得
So I guess we
走到点。
Okay, so I guess we talked about the greatest gifts. Unless you have something to add to the greatest gifts from your journey.
I think we nailed it. I think those are probably the big ones that standing out right here, you know. I look back on those and I really cherish those a lot and just sometimes just think, all those are really memorable.
Yeah, 所以最大的礼物，收到最大的礼物就是找到对方，对不对？
对对对，就是个性也要蛮适合的啦。一方面各种条件、经济能力，我都觉得还蛮合适的。然后，但是因为我那时候我还没有感觉到我的癌症会很严重，然后所以现在感觉到了，就会觉得希望多给我们一点时间，这样。
会的，你要相信，会的。Okay, so 那我们现在到第三个问题好了，你们哪个人先？你要他先讲还是你先讲？
他先讲。
Okay, all right. The third question now. Okay, so how did the whole journey, the experience, how did it change, or how did it deepen your life or your perspectives to life, your life philosophy, the way you see life?
That's for me.
For both of you, you answer first. She wants you to go first.
Okay. Love. You know, I would say I fell in love. I didn't think I would fall in love. I'd kind of come to the point where I thought maybe love isn't going to happen for me in this life. And, you know, I think that's God right there too. When you almost just give up, you know.
Yes.
I walked many, many times in the past, and I thought, well, maybe one day I would find somebody who I fell in love with. And on this walk, I said to myself, I said, I'm just going to walk. I'm not going to think about any girls or anything. I'm just
You're not going to think about any girls.
I'm not, you know, because it's easy to, you know, kind of romanticize and think, oh, wow, what if God had her for me? Or, you know, what if she's the one meant for me? But this time I'm just going to walk. And then all of a sudden she was just there, you know, we just kept bumping into each other and fell in love, you know?
Yes.
So just, I don't remember exactly how you asked the question, but
so how do you see life? Like never give up hope or what?
No, I almost did. I guess, yeah, maybe never give up is a good way to put it. But in a way, I just did. Love. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to walk and enjoy the Spanish nature.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, she's there, and we're having these romantic experiences together, and then she's walking down that mountain, and I say, I love her.
Yes.
So love was a big revelation for me on this walk.
You can love and you can be loved and you have love.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I'd walked a lot of miles before. The Pacific Crest Trail is many miles, and I'd walked quite a lot of other trails before that.
Yeah, that's a really tough
in
trail,
addition to
Pacific
that.
Crest. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's challenging. It's, you know, it's more physically challenging. You know, you have to walk more miles. But I was younger and I had to drive to do it then too. And at this point, it was kind of like I just wanted to go enjoy the countryside. I like the flow of the Camino, and you get a shower every day.
Yeah, that helps a lot. That's like essential.
and the
cooked Spanish
meal.
Food is good. Yes.
Yeah, the Spanish food is quite good too. So. You know, I really like I like the more cultural experiences at this point in my life over the more rugged experience, say, that the PCT is. But you know, after walking that many miles before, it was just kind of walking, and it's beautiful, and seeing the land. I cherish all that too, and I feel very thankful for all those experiences that I've been able to do it. I've had the health and the money and the time to do it. You know, I mean, feel very lucky to have all these experiences. But there wasn't love, you know. So what I say all that to say, all those other
just
miles
love.
before,
just love. You know, that's the philosophy.
Well, I remember saying, you know, before I had met Shelly, I remember saying to myself, you know, kind of repeating some lyrics of a song, I think. That I would walk 10,000 miles to find my love, you know, and I really felt I said
you probably did too.
I did, yeah. I think I've probably walked about 10,000 miles, you know, if not getting close, you know, maybe 8, you know. But I would even if I've only walked 8, I'd still walk another 2,000 miles more just to find
worth it.
My love, you know. However, like I did say, at this time I just want to walk, and I don't want to think about. I just want to remember the walk of Spain. Yes. But all that just changed when I met her. I don't know. She was different. We were walking together, and it was fun, and having dinner together, and getting clean in the shower, and coffee, and just enjoying. She's easy to talk to. I don't know why. It wasn't. We weren't nervous talking to each other. It was just there was no uncomfortableness. It's just all very natural. And then walking down that hill, I'll say it again. I think I'm getting feelings for you. I think I love you. I don't know. Maybe I said both. I don't know. And then if her lips here, I like.
Yeah, so sweet. This is so sweet. Oh gosh.
We do. We're you know, it's we're blessed. We're blessed. You know, so at that point, she told me when she was walking down that hill that, Andy, I have cancer. So I gave it a quick thought in my mind, and you know, I'd kind of heard her say it to somebody, but I put it back in my mind. It just didn't. Before that, a few days before, she had told somebody else she had cancer, and I heard it, but I thought, oh, that's private. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna intrude on her life.
Right.
She says it to me, but yeah, I did. I think I just forgot about it, you know, there. And I said, I think I love you. And then she said, I have cancer. So I gave it one more quick thought, and I pray a lot. I ask God, I said, God, do I still love her? And I asked this question to my heart, and I listened to my heart, and I said, yeah, I still do. It doesn't change. It doesn't change my love for her. So I told her that doesn't change my love for you, you know? And so then there quickly after, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we talked this deeply right there, but at some point we said, yeah, if we get 1 year together, we maybe did have this conversation there. Do you remember? If we have 1 year together, great. Thank you, God. If we have 2, thank you, God. 3, thank you. And now we're at 4. We're saying, thank you, God.
Yes.
And, you know, we just pray for more. You know,
Yes.
we love to walk Caminos. We just love the process of walking and thinking. And, you know, our third Camino, our big thing was making orange juice together. We are the last every day. We would buy these big 5 kilo, 6 kilo bags of oranges, and we'd squeeze half the night before. And
that's a lot to squeeze, gosh.
It is, you know, we had a hand squeezer, but you know, it was the process of doing it. I didn't even want an electric squeezer. I wanted the process of working together. We, you know, Shelling would wash and cut, and then I would squeeze these oranges, and you know, it was
找不到第二个人那么认真，5公斤的6成。
对呀，就是啊，天哪！
我觉得，然后每天都是这样一大杯，这样1、2公升这样子现榨的，他用手这样压出来，
就特别甜美啊，每一滴都要喝光。就是
对啊，因为超市卖就是很便宜啊，5、6公斤。然后我就是卖很便宜，他觉得太棒，可是我觉得给他太多工作，他说他不会，他很享受，他都在服务别人，为什么不能服务我们自己？对，他觉得这个对，在教会他做了很多服侍的工作，所以他觉得，哎，我服务我们自己多好，
就是啊，太棒了，
对，
那小林，这个你这个 Camino 这个路程，这整个旅程对你的这个人生观有没有什么影响啊、改变啊，或者变得更确定啊？
对啊，
对你的生命的改变，
以前想都没想过，还会想说，怎么可能会去嫁给一个外国人？想都没想过，然后。一般来讲就是打个招呼啊，路上的就是如果我的英文能力可以更好的话，可以多聊一点。可是刚开始你也知道，只是说啊嗨就这样子而已。遇到了很多事情，也是一种台湾说缘分啊哈。是。然后一直这样子可以持续下去，然后他也很有耐心，可以慢慢听。然后我说，那你可以每句话可以纠正我。他就笑笑的，我说那是很多工作吗？他说对，太多工作，太多工作，
算了，
就这么算了。所以我就想说啊，好吧，那就，反正他现在也习惯我讲的是什么文法就乱七八糟。有时候他会再重复问一次，因为我觉得人生怎么讲呢？心存3念吧，心存3念，不晓得在哪时候上帝会给我们另外一个惊喜。
是啊，
所以我有时候是真的想都没有办法想到的事情。
那你现在会比较乐观了吗？因为你说你以前有很长一段时间很忧郁，也很悲观。
对，但是我现在就是，而且也是随遇而安啊。就是我不敢期望太多，因为我很怕失望嘛。然后所以没有很多很大的期望，就会每天过得比较快乐一点。我也没有记忆也不是很好，就是随时也是检讨自己啦，就是 两个人相处，人总是没有十全十美的，就是自己也要检讨自己啊，对，对，在适应上啊什么的都会。
对啊，不容易啊，
对对，
文化呀，
也是刚开始，对啊，刚开始恋爱中当然是很美啊，对不对？
是啊，
然后久了生活上的时候才知道啊，这就是我们要学习的部分，才不会遇到困难。以前我遇到困难，我就是早点离开这个世界比较好。这个世界有什么好留恋的？对，后来我会慢慢告诉自己，就说，这就是我们要学习的部分吧。
因为你有动力要留恋这个世界啦，因为有爱，
对啊，是不是？对，有爱，对对，这是很难得的。有时候
，Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
太美了，
不容易，对，不容易。然后自己要懂得学习，自己要知道说，我遇到困难，我也像我昨天还是买船票、买机票都会觉得，我没有办法用线上刷卡，然后我就越买越就变成时间越迟买，然后就越贵，然后我就很沮丧。然后他就说，哎呀，算起来还是很幸运的啦。有时候他会提醒我一些，总比没有好啊，什么啊也对啊，然后对，就是一段时间就要跳过去，让自己就是沉淀下来，有很多事情就是要学习，一定会遇到困难的。旅行不是每一次都是完美的，不可能。
是，
对对，就是自己人生也是一样的，不是说我们恋爱完了以后就怎么样。尤其在我们要结婚的这个家人也不同意啊，人家会觉得说你怎么会去随便找个外国人就结婚那种感觉。对不对？然后就是刚刚我了解他很善良，但是家人不见得了解，没有相处到。我虽然那时候50岁了，可是我父亲还有我弟弟他们都不同意啊，他们会觉得我是15岁，恋爱起来就会变15岁，所以我就脑子就有点不正常。
对，所以你没有听他们的话，你感觉你觉得这个决定做的怎么样呢？
后来
太好了，这太好的决定了，听他的话就完蛋了。
我的个性也是比较自己没有主见，容易被人家讲什么就那个。但是你在 Camino 上面，你就可以看得到自己。你走路就是
因为你单独只有你，没有其他人给你影响，对吧？
对对，所以我为什么喜欢走 Camino？有时候喜欢自己一个人面对自己，但是每个人的个性不一样。我觉得我以前没有走过路，我们都骑摩托车，每天都生活的团团转。然后，但是你走了 Camino， 你可以面对自己，那种感觉是完全不一样的。所以我喜欢静静的，然后看着路上的风景啊什么的，或者是听音乐。有时候我根本不用听音乐，那可以就是纯粹就走路啊，想东想西啊，就是让自己很隔绝外在的那些。我喜欢 Camino 这样。
是，所以你会不会觉得走完 Camino 以后，你比较能够替自己做决定，为自己？
对，就知道
为自己
要的是什么。
是，
对对对，你讲的没错，我要勇敢，要当别人说什么的时候，我要勇敢说不。我以前都不敢，家庭教育结果就是大人讲什么，你就是不准有理由。
对，
然后就是讲话就会怕怕的。该讲不讲，不该讲的讲了一大堆乱七八糟。
或者要讲人家想听的，你以为人家想听的。
对，就是会这样，好像会刻意去讨好人家。其实有时候不是刻意，但是会，他无形中就会走到人家那边哈，然后
就不喜欢冲突嘛。
对，然后所以走了 Camino， 我就是比较容易可以静下来面对自己。
是，
其实是很好的一个。我多希望说台湾很多年轻人，或者是说有一段时间毕业了，就是高中毕业，或者是暑假，OK， 哇，好不见 ，I'm sorry，你看得到我吗？
我只看到你的照片了，现在。
哇，糟糕，他不想他，因为他手酸了，然后阿姨按到哪里去了？他手捧着很久。然后我看一下回来了吗？
回来了。
回来了。好，回来了。换我拿好了。
Are you sure? Can we set it on the TV maybe? And is that possible?
因为他手拿到酸的。Maybe put some.
Oh, like what they say.
Thank you.
Which one?
Maybe that one.
That looks. Oh, okay. Underneath there, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
I thinking it's okay. Yeah, okay. You can sit down.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Make sure.
Make sure it's good.
Okay.
We can go.
说高中生呀，
对，
高中生、大学生，
就是说，就是他毕业的时候给自己一段时间。
是，
然后可以去走这条路，我觉得是一个很好的历练。每一个年龄走的感觉是不一样的。
是，那当然啊。对，
因为在路上遇到了很多韩国人走那条路，然后我就会觉得你们怎么那么好？你们怎么知道要来走这条路这样子？他们就说，因为在他们国家很多这个很多人写书，结果会变成好像。就好像类似一种成年礼或者什么吧。然后后来又遇到韩国的教授，他自己也说他很压抑，这么多年轻人都会来走这个。所以我就觉得说，我希望多台湾人去走。那时候一年2014年的时候，一年不到100个人。
对，台湾人非常少。
对，现在就是倍数成长。
对，
所以我很高兴。
是。
然后那时候我遇到个韩国人，他说我才不喜欢那么多韩国人来走。我跟他讲说，哇，好希望好多台湾人来走。他就说不要那么多韩国人走。我就觉得觉得怪怪的，那不同的思维了。所以当学生走，还有那学生大伙儿一起的又不一样，自己一个人走的感觉又不一样。
完全不一样的。
完全不一样。对，所以我觉得。大伙儿走第一次可能还蛮有趣的，要给自己时间单独去走，
对，
会更好。
对，
给自己，不管是一种历练，或者是很多人，我的朋友会怕，会觉得说一个人走，然后我觉得其实还好，蛮安全的啦。
对啊，我们好像都被吓大了
哈。对，真的是被吓大了。
对，我一个人去走的时候，播在 Facebook 上面，一大堆人紧张的要死。我那些朋友啊，都是说，你怎么可以这个样？怎么这样？有没有锁门？你有没有什么这个？我说一天到晚怎么会有那么多事情好怕？知不知道？
对，其实对呀，就觉得真的走出去之后，虽然还是不是100%安全嘛，因为听说2015年好像有一个女生出事了就是不能搭便车啦，不要想到要去搭便车，有就是搭巴士，因为我们不知道上了谁的车会怎么样。对，我昨天有讲到一些那个遇到的一些意外嘛，
对，
自己也要懂得要去反应。
不过你想想看啊，那个意外没有造成任何伤害，把你们更连得更紧，你不是觉得很棒吗？
对呀，有时候就是不晓得上帝怎么安排的，看不到后面的事情。对，
你们两个都面对面拼命跑，对不对？多棒啊！
对，就是那种感觉。他知道我往后跑的时候一定是有事，对，
是，
所以他也感觉到说那台车是有问题的。因为可能走一般人看我，其实可能也是我们的年纪啦，不是那么年轻，想的可能会比较多一点。当意外即将要发生的时候，就有那种感觉。对。
那Andy 有没有给OK, sorry, 我应该讲英文的。So Andy, do you have advice for the friends in front of the screen? What do you want to say to them?
If you want to walk, if you think the Camino is something you want to walk, if you're interested in it, just do it.
Just do it. 就走就对了。
Make it a priority in your life and do it. I would say one thing that stops a lot of people is from walking the Camino is, buying a house and having obligations to pay monthly payments and not, so then you have to keep a job and, work and jobs and walking for 3 months don't really go hand in hand. I mean, the working world doesn't really give you the time off. So, walking the Camino and these walks are very challenging because you have to come up with, if you do it fast, it's a month and you have to come up with a month off. But Xiaoling and I have been fortunate where we've gotten to take 3 months off on our longest one. And we've taken 2 months off over 2 months off on the other ones. So it's very challenging. I mean, I can't say do it, but what's a priority in your life? If your house is a priority in your life, and if you have kids, well, then you kind of have obligations to raise them, and most people feel like you have to have a stable house for them and your family, and that those are priorities. I can't really just say do it, but we do see families on the Camino who they just do it. We've seen families of 5.
Wow, that's.
I don't know if I can say just do it, but I would say my advice would be to, pray to God and say, God, I want to walk the Camino, and when the first opportunity comes, then do it.
Yes,
and look for the opportunity, because I think God, I don't know when, 5 years or 10 or how you're going to get the time off. But if you get laid off and you have extra money,
congratulations.
That's what I did with my
vacation. Yeah.
Well, and it's hard to do that. I realize, I mean, I haven't been locked into a mortgage. When I walked the PCT, I was living on a sailboat at the time, and the boat was paid for and the monthly slips were minimal enough. And I got laid off from a good paying job at Boeing. I was working at Boeing at the time. And so I had enough money in savings, plenty of money in savings, but there's still a little bit of fear. How am I going to direct the rest of my life? How am I going to be able to feed myself? How am I going to be able to put
all kinds of concerns, right? Yes.
These come over. But so my situation arose. I had said a year before that when I get a chance, I want to walk the PCT. And I remember, I got the news at Boeing I was going to get laid off. And I was like, I was kind of devastated. There was my 20-year career job. And I was like, what am I going to do? 10 minutes later, I said, I'm going to walk the PCT.
Awesome.
And I was free. I was excited.
Free. You're set free. It's a gift.
And that's what the Camino, that's what I'd say. The Camino isn't for everybody. I have a lot of family who I one day thought, I could show them the Camino and they're going to have the same love for it. That's not true. Maybe I've kind of come to the belief that maybe there's 10% of us in the world, or 20%. I don't know what the number is, or 30%. Some people like to walk and some don't.
The thing is, the Camino is you do it for yourself. So probably we need to remember is every once in a while, try to do something for ourselves, for the love of ourselves. And good things will happen, because people are usually in a survival mode. Like I got to do this and this and this and this, like a to-do list of 20 items never ends. And it's like, obligations, living under obligations instead of enjoying life, instead of living it, we're like surviving it. And sometimes that's not, I don't think that's the way God designed our lives to be, I mean.
It's not really living, I don't think.
Right, it's not. It's not.
Just like, I think, like you said, it's surviving,
Yes, it's surviving, yeah.
It's sort of. But yeah, to live, I mean, it's
to live.
Xiaoling and I walk, we really feel alive,
Yes, you feel alive. I can feel your vibrancy, your passion. You're like, everything is worthwhile. It's like, it's like if I can just, there's no regret. It's like, life is so complete every day. There's like no regret. And that's a wonderful feeling, isn't it? And not everybody can say that,
Right. And I think to live is even more important than owning a house.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
To like we're talking about, if the Camino is your dream, I would say to somebody, put yourself in a situation and look for the situation to come up. And if you do have a family, bring them along.
Yeah, right.
We've seen a family with young kids of 5 years old, and the kid on one of the several situations that I've seen is the kid was riding a bicycle along.
Wow.
And a little kid.
That's
bicycle.
Not necessarily easier, I gotta say. Riding a bicycle, especially uphill.
They probably did 15 kilometers a day. I don't know for sure, but they looked like they were having a great time.
Yes. Yes.
And on the PCT, I saw another family one time. They walked the whole distance, and at the time, with their daughter, at that time she was the youngest to have ever walked the whole PCT, and she was 11 years old.
Wow.
And I met them on a side trip several years later. After I had walked mine in 2002, I think it may be 2004 they walked there, or something like that, or 2005. Scrambler was the trail name she went by, but I met them about roughly around 1,000 miles in. I think it was 1,100 miles in. It's 2,658 miles long. And her dad said, "We might finish." And Scrambler said, "No, we will finish." That's an 11-year-old.
That's determination.
That's an 11-year-old.
Yes.
The 11-year-old said this.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And her mom was like,
"They're not playing it safe. They're not." Okay, they're determined.
So, if you make the if you make a walk like this, whether it's PCT or the Camino or something like this, if you make it a priority, yes, even over a house, you can do it. And like to reiterate what you were saying is, living is more important than just surviving.
Yes. So live the life that we're given. That's like a wonderful thing to keep in mind.
And even if that means getting out of a house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Get out of the house. Get out of the couch.
Well, I mean a mortgage, getting out of a mortgage of a house. I would go as radical as that. If you have to get rid of the mortgage, as difficult as that sounds, we want to own things in life. There's something in us that wants to be like accumulate things and have value and worth that are money. But I think, like we were talking about a few minutes ago, it's living is what truly matters. And
that fulfills. Camino, yes. The fulfillment.
If the Camino is that for you, I would say make it a priority, even over your house.
Wonderful.
If your family, some people view their family as being in the way that I can't. Well, involve your family in it.
You're going to shock a lot of people, but it is so true. Yeah.
These are hard decisions.
They are.
Yeah. We have to shift our thinking from owning to saying, like, I want to experience life.
Experience, yes.
The things the things I love, like yes. We love to walk. We love to see, we walk by buildings and we see older women crocheting, and then the next one, old men are playing cards and having a beer. And
wow, yes, I know. They know how to live, don't they?
Well, we're seeing the way people live in all these different cultures,
yes,
different towns, and people come out and sit on benches to watch the pilgrims go by. So we're like the show of these towns.
Showing down.
And Shelling and I, we've always, here are
the birds and here are the pilgrims.
We're watching them and they're watching us. Shelling and I have been fortunate enough to have the time, a little where we've had couple months, 3 months or 2 months. And so we'll stop, and with our very limited Spanish, we've stopped for 5 minutes. And so, okay. Oh yeah, we're married. I don't remember how I would say that in my broken Spanish, but we'll get the point across, and then they'll say, "Oh, do you have kids?" And we'll get that a point. So Shelling has 2 kids from her, marriage, from her first marriage, and you know, so we'll get that point across too. Do I have kids? No, I don't have kids. You know, you're married. Where do you live? Oh, in Taiwan. You know, so those are the conversations we have with people in these different countries, Spain and Portugal and France.
Yes.
Shelley's been in France. And now it's Norway, where everybody's speaking English. So that's not fun.
Yeah. Norway is easy.
Yeah. Everybody's speaking. I mean, I don't think we've come into a situation where we haven't been understood in this first couple weeks here.
So, Charlene, do you have something to add? 小玲，你要不要再加一些什么给大家的建议，或是
就是不要想太多了，
不要想太多，
想就出不了门。就是机票买了，先去买了机票再说。然后其实走 Camino 没有那么难，还蛮简单的。路上有那么多住宿点，然后现在 Facebook 也有很多人写哈。还有就像泰森说的。你如果年轻，你有体力，你就走哦，你想要走多快都可以。然后像我们年纪大，我们就是慢慢享用这个路上的风景，就是每个人的感觉是不一样的。泰森说好像吃那个什么米其林，看你要吃快还是要慢慢享受。
对，没错，细嚼慢咽还是狼吞虎咽水里面。
对，所以真的，就是在心里都知道了，对，而且可以多走几次。
可以多走几次，绝对会的。
对，
你们什么时候会回台湾呢？
九月初，9月1号。
9月初啊，我才开始去那个走那个葡萄牙之路会待多久？
走葡萄牙之路，葡萄牙之路很美啊。
是啊。
对，就是泰森他们都有这样很多，他越来我一加入那个社团。然后他写很多有关于
对我们是小学同学嘛，我们去年是走的是银之路，所以我去年走银之路，然后从 Salamanca， 其实我是从那个 Merida 那个地方开始，然后那只是练走，真正开走是 Salamanca， 然后到 Santiago， 所以今年就是走葡萄牙之路，明年要带人走葡萄牙之路，然后再去走那个北方之路。
你有从葡萄牙之路是从里斯本还是从
Porto？
哦，对，我们也是从波多，因为沿路上都听到人家这样讲。我们原本2016年本来想去巴黎玩，因为感觉好像罗曼蒂克吧。结果后来查一下那个住宿，这么100多欧，每一间都100多欧，100多欧，我可以在这个 Camino 住几天？一个晚上我可以干脆，算了，我们都不要去住那么贵的。我们就直接去走葡萄牙之路，那真是很美，真的很美
啊，东西好吃啊，
对呀，好吃。虽然我们没有找到很多，可能资讯还没有收集到很齐全，所以还没有吃，就是但是也是很美，还是很便宜啊。
对啊，
不需要花很多钱啊。在我生长的环境就会觉得说花钱就觉得对自己好像就只能赚钱啊，不懂得对自己好。
对，
花钱就觉得心痛，不懂得对自己好这样子。
对，而且
现在的人
常常
不应该这样子。
对，然后很多人花钱不会花在自己身体里头，会到身体外头买一个包包啊，买一个什么，那是在身体外头、身体里头的那种体验啊，那种感受啊，那些其实是最值得投资花钱的地方，我觉得，对不对？
对呀
，experience life, living life, that's where it's worth our investment, I was saying.
Yeah, 所以尤其是当听到有朋友可能花钱去赌博或者是什么吸毒，我会觉得这么好的人生怎么可以把那个钱葬送在那种这么不值得的地方？你看看来 Camino 又省，然后你也可以过得很好，你也可以住比较好的你想要省也没有很多钱，我们也可以住比较公立的。天哪，在台湾哪有这么好的价钱，对不对？而且我觉得后来越走，觉得他们的床越来越干净了。
你习惯了，床也不咬你了。
我自己可能有抹很多 有带很多那个就是在美国他带的那个床虫的那个药，
一定要带，
不会被我的体质，他们大概都虫就喜欢，即便你看我们2个睡在同一张床，虫子咬我又不咬它，就是不要怎么讲，所以有时候对啊，就是
他想帮你被咬都不行，
对啊，就是你所有事情不要想得太难，走这个 Camino 一定会有一些不一样的体验在台湾。我也很希望说从台湾走，但是台湾的道路有的不是很友善，很多公车，风景很美，很想走，但是那么多汽车或者什么，他曾经从高雄或者从屏东还是哪里想要走到台北。他说那个桥啊，那个他不知道那个车这么多，你到底要怎么样去走？没有人走的路，
太危险了。
对，完全没有人走的路，就觉得说这个道路对我们人真的不是很友善。
不是，
就台湾应该可以改变一点点。我希望我能找得到。一直在想说，我们台湾是不是也有一个 Camino 可以这样走，绕一圈这样。那如果还没有之前，你可以先到尝试一下欧洲这个西班牙这个国家。
好，
你也觉得很不错，对。
好。那今天谢谢你们了哈，真是花了你很多时间，昨天2个钟头，今天那么多。Thank you so much for your gracious time. I know you're traveling. 你们2个正在
Yeah, well, you caught us at a good time. We just came to my family's house, so
okay.
And we're here for like 3 days now, so you caught us it's a good time now. Okay. It's easier here than.
I'm so glad we have this opportunity to interview and share your thoughts. 分享你们的一些感觉，你们直接分享比我讲的好多了。因为我昨天你跟我讲2个钟头，我写一堆笔记，然后就赶快录一段，把你们的故事录下来。但是还是你们自己讲，当然是不一样了。所以
没有，
非常谢谢你们。
你整理起来一定比较好。谢谢。
OK， 好，谢谢。
Thank you.
Wonderful time there. Honeymoon every day. Lovebirds.
Yeah. Well, we're in more of the everyday life, I mean, we had our first walk was our romance. Our second one was we got married on our second one, and that was our honeymoon walk. And our third one felt more like everyday life, and this fourth one, I don't know, everyday life, but yeah.
The fourth week, you have more anniversaries than most people. I mean, most people have anniversaries like once a year. If you walk 3 Caminos a year, you can have 3 anniversary Caminos a year. It's not great.
Right, yeah. And no matter what, just I love you, no matter what, that's just yeah. I mean, it's not all a honeymoon, and we're kind of a little past that, but no matter what, I love you.
That's so sweet. I'm going to remember that. It's going to be the subject line on our video. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, all right. Thank you so much.
Well, I wanted to thank you too, because it was fun to look back on all these good memories. I think about them a lot in my mind, but I don't get to share them too much, because
I don't know.
And I'm forcing you to share that in front of her and God knows how many people. And I mean, you put tears in her eyes. I'm sure you're going to put tears in many, many women's eyes, and they're going to believe they deserve to be loved, just like Angel being loved by you.
Amen. Well, I pray that they will all find their loves.
Okay. All right.
Help them, God, and amen.
Okay.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. And no matter what, that they will love God, because that's most important. And then if you're blessed with a wife and you're blessed with a husband, then thank you, God.
Thank you so much. And I definitely want to meet you when you're in Taiwan, okay? I don't know how long you'll stay there, but I'll be back in mid of November. So if you're still here, please, let's meet up. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Carol. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.